Good evening. I almost forgot to do it today, which is not good. Japan's Kishida replaces four ministers linked to scandal. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida replaced four of his cabinet ministers on December 14th in an effort to contain the damage from a slush fund scandal that has shaken his governing party and his grip on power within it. The shake-up is Kishida's third of his cabinet, whose support ratings have continued to drop to new lows. The scandal involves the Liberal Democratic Party's largest and most influential faction. It used to be led by the late former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who was assassinated in 2022. Kishida replaced four ministers from the Abe faction: Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Matsuno, Economy and Industry Minister Yasutoshi Nishimura, Agriculture Minister Ichiro Miyashita, and the Internal Affairs Minister Junji Suzuki. All are alleged to have received kickbacks of unreported fundraising proceeds. Replacing members from that wing of the party is key to Kishida's balancing act within the party, but could trigger a power struggle. Kishida doesn't have to call a parliamentary election until 2025, but the Liberal Democratic Party has a leadership vote in September. Foreign Minister Yoshimasa Hayashi, who belongs to Kishida's party faction, was named to replace Matsuno's role as the Prime Minister's right-hand person in the cabinet. Former Justice Minister Ken Saito was given the role of Economy Minister. 7 vice ministers and aides belonging to the Abe group also offered their resignations, while 3 lawmakers quit their top LDP posts. Kishida is said to be deciding on their replacements within the next few days. In a fundraising scandal, dozens of LDP lawmakers, mostly members of the Abe faction, were suspected of failing to report about 500 million yen, $3.53 million in funds, which would break campaign and election laws. The money is alleged to have gone into unmonitored slush funds. Collecting proceeds from party events and paying kickbacks to lawmakers are not illegal if recorded appropriately under the political funds law. Violations can result in prison terms of up to 5 years in prison and fines up to 1 million yen. A discussion. What are your thoughts on Prime Minister Fumio Kishida replacing 4 cabinet ministers following the slush fund scandal? That was necessarily for sure. How do you think the scandal will impact public trust in Japan's government? It's already low. Do you generally have a lot of trust in your government? No. Are there any politicians in your country who have a reputation for dishonesty? Dishonesty. What have been your country's biggest political scandals? Well, this was the biggest one, isn't it? Oh, excuse me. For the discussion, what would you say are the biggest cabinet challenges your country's current government has faced? Who would you say are the most disliked politicians in your country? Has your country had any controversial leaders in recent years? What issues do you think will be at the center of your country's next election? Public trust is the bedrock of democracy. And no, what are your thoughts on this statement? Politics is very difficult to read.